Today wasn't supposed to be a crying day.
One of those days, huh?
Why do I always feel like crying?
I like your style, dude.
Why do I always feel like crying?
Sometimes you eat the bar, and
Don't
sometimes the bar,
Don't
well,
you dare.
he eats you.
No!
Come on. Okay, dude. Have it your way. Take her easy, dude.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Your decisions have consequences. Sometimes they're measurable consequences, like who you vote for. Or if you're a business, the decisions you make can be reflected in your stock price. Here's the stock price of Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch. You can see here that something terrible happened in 2020. COVID and the lockdowns shut out a bunch of people who would be drinking Bud Light from sports arenas, stadiums, frat parties, just sitting in their lawn, right? Yeah, that's why the stock crashed. But what happened right about here? This also seems to be a very poor, terrible decision by the light beer company. Well, they decided to go completely and totally thermonuclear woke. I mean, as woke as you it's eye-searingly woke. This, of course, led to catastrophic results, the single most successful boycott in all of American history. The featuring of Dylan Mulvaney in a Bud Light ad was an inflection point, and you could potentially argue part of the reason why the country looks this red and why Donald Trump is your president in a landslide is because people were over this. Now, Bud Light has tried to make amends. They've actually put the demographic that they pissed the most off in all of their new advertisements, right? White dudes, dads in lawn chairs, in jean shorts, riding lawnmowers. These are the new Bud Light ads that played during the Super Bowl. Quite a difference. Now, Bud Light is trying to pull themselves out of a years-long death spiral with a totally new change of pace. Now, multiple ads actually mocking woke people now. But Bud Light executives say the brand hasn't recovered from Dylan Mulvaney. Nightmare. Ex-Anheuser-Busch executive says that the nearly 30% drop in sales has been a years-long catastrophic result of Bud Light customers never returning. This was published just a few days ago. This isn't some old article we found right at the time of the boycott. This article is just from February 7th. It's a few days old. The 30% drop in sales, this executive says, is like never coming back. They lost their King of Beers title because of this, because of the toxicity of the brand partnership with Dylan Mulvaney. Now Modelo is the number one beer. Kind of embarrassing, actually, for the country. But I don't make the rules, okay? I just report the news. And here's other news. That Democrats are also horrendously unpopular right now. The Democrat Party hammered by ugly unpopularity numbers. Share of those who say they have an unfavorable opinion of the Democrat Party has skyrocketed to 57%. Survey taken starting in November 2008 of 1,000 voters tracks the unpopularity of the Democrat Party. So this is how unpopular they are. This is like the kind of the Obama years, only 35% unpopular. Then it ping pong balls around, kind of, in and out, right? And then here, zoom. This is today. Today, right? Yeah. Democrat Party is the most unpopular it's ever been. Democrats are struggling to repair their image with the voters after a bruising 2024 election that put President Trump in the White House. Democrat lawmakers are grappling, in some cases, experimenting with how to best respond and how to regain the trust of the American voters. People have never hated the Democrat Party more. They never despised it more. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does the Democrat Party do immediately to fix this? Well, take photos with Dylan Mulvaney. The killer of all brands. This is what you must do. Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer is the de facto leader of the Democrat Party. Chuck Schumer has recently just gone insane on camera, screaming and ranting, literally raging like a lunatic about Elon Musk. And now, appearing with Dylan Mulvaney, we understand that poor Chuck is living in the worst possible timeline.
Fight, and we will win. 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 We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest.
You're so good at this, Chuck. Good for you. Well, you're not winning, Chuck, because you're taking photos with Dylan Mulvaney. I hope that Dylan Mulvaney can do for the Democrat Party what they did for Bud Light. That's funny. That's what we're all saying, right? Dylan Mulvaney making content for the Democrat Party. Please. Elect Dylan Mulvaney chair of the DNC at this point, right? Like, at this point, just go all in, okay? Go all in. Here we go.
Kidding? That's unfair. She made those. I need to calm down. Everything's fine.
Amanda.
I'm an adult.
Okay. I'm telling you, like, the Dylan Mulvaney Democrat Party collab, we've been waiting for it. We actually saw a Dylan Mulvaney collab with the Republican Party. Now, hold on. Here's what happened. It's one of the funniest single things ever. Dylan Mulvaney got trolled into doing a advertisement for a Republican nominee was running in a primary against another Republican, and the opponent used Dylan Mulvaney's Cameo account to send a script in to troll the opponent. It's genius. Listen to this.
Hi, Julie. It's Dylan Mulvaney from my TikTok and Instagram series, Days of Girlhood. And I wanted to make you this video because your friend Rick told me that you have a huge job change coming up. And from what I understand, you just spent like 10 or more years in North Dakota, like basically saving the planet and like promoting green energy and reducing harmful coal plants, which is so iconic. And now, I'm very excited for this. You are now going to the DC Zoo to be working with rhinos. Babe, that is insane. I'm so how do you go from one thing to another? Those are pretty drastic. And if I'm ever in DC, I'm going to figure out a way to reach out to you and check out the rhinos. So best of luck. I love you, Julie. Bye. Love ya.
Oh, you didn't check out any rhinos here, but you did find some old dinosaurs from New York. Chuck Schumer. Dylan Mulvaney in D.C. with Chuck Schumer. Make it the face of the Democrat Party. This is the Republican. His name is Rick Becker, who trolled his Republican primary opponent by having a Dylan Mulvaney hanging out with the rhinos at the zoo. Apropos to absolutely nothing. Here's Chuck Schumer's wife. J.D. Vance face. Okay. Cool. So, very good. Glad to see the Democrat Party is spiraling. Much like Dylan, right? As we have often noted on this channel, a very unfortunate and dark series of psychotic breakdowns and meltdowns.
It's almost over. Says user 9704035144775.
Just a reminder that Dylan Mulvaney was invited to the White House to interview Joe Biden, okay? So technically already the face of the Democrat Party, okay? But this is a perfect visage into the current state of the Democrat Party.
I'm just looking at my clock. I think it's been a little longer than 15 minutes, darling. And seeing that I'm slating things out 2 to 3 years from now that will come out in 2 to 3 years, I think it might be a little bit longer. Longest 15 minutes of your life. Love you.
I'm sure this was the longest 15 minutes of Chuck Schumer's life. And notice how they kicked they kicked Dylan out of the photo as quickly as possible. No, baby, it's the Bud Light. Democrat Party is the Bud Light brand of politics, and I'm sorry, but you lost your drinkers, and they ain't coming back. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.